Hello everybody. In the last tutorial session we have implemented registration, login and logout feature in our e-commerce website, but still we have not implemented login required in our checkout. Okay, so let's implement it now. And first of all, I want to show a little demo here. Let's first add this item into the cart, and if we go to our cart we can check out if we are not even logged in. Okay, so first of all, before we go to this checkout page, I want to redirect user to the login page. So to do this we have to implement we have to add some small code here. So let's go to our checkout page, and in our checkout page we can make a dispatch method. Dispatch, and this will take self, request, args and quarks as arguments, and we have to return super.dispatch and request, args and quarks. This method, when we do not write any code here, this method will not do anything, but whenever user requests, this method will be executed. For example, you can see that print hello world I am dispatch method. If you write this code and refresh the checkout page, if you go to checkout page, then we can see that hello world I am dispatch method, it is seen in our console. So we know that this method is executed before all the method below. Okay, so dispatch method will run before the get context data or before the form valid method, so we can control our response here. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do is I want to check if user I want to check whether the user is logged in or not. So to get a user, user equals to request.user. Request.user is currently logged in user. Okay, so if you print the user, then you can clearly see that our server is running, and if I refresh the page, then you can clearly see that the user is currently anonymous. Okay, that means no user is logged in currently. So I want to check condition here. If user I can make it in one line. Okay, if request.user.is authenticated, and this is a condition that checks if user is logged in or not. And you can print here logged in user, and in else condition you can print here anonymous not logged in user. Okay, simply. And if I go to refresh my page, you can see that not logged in user is there. And if user is logged in, this is not sufficient condition. I have to check another condition here, and request.user.customer. There should be two conditions here. First condition is user have to log in, and another condition is user should have a customer. Okay, we have customer model and user is one-to-one related. We can get customer object from accessing using dot operator and lowercase of the customer model name. Okay, so if both of the conditions are correct, then we can allow the user, or we don't have to do anything here. Else we want to redirect to login page. Okay, we want to redirect to login page. For example, simply what is the URL pattern here, and the URL pattern is simply login. Okay, simply login here. But what I want to do here is I want to append a URL pattern. Okay, next equals to /checkout. That means this does not do anything, but whenever user is redirected to login page, and after login he should return to the he or she should return to the checkout page. Okay, so first of all I want to make it simple. Okay, let's make it, let's remove it, just redirect the user. Then if you go to the checkout page now, what happened? Sorry, we have not returned anything. Return redirect login. Okay, so let's refresh the page. You can see that we are going to login, and if I log in with the correct credential, I think the username is customer and the password is also customer. Okay, no, customer 1, I think customer 1, username is also customer 1. And if we visit login, we are redirected to our home page, but we are not redirected to our checkout page. I have to go to checkout and we should checkout. And so what I want to do is to redirect to our checkout page, and here I want to add parameters, URL params next and next to checkout. Okay, so whenever you do that, whenever you go to checkout page, whenever, let's log out. Okay, so let's view cart. The session is out and our cart is removed, so I want to add another item into the cart. Let's go to our view cart, and if I go to checkout, then you can see that it's saying it's redirected to login page, and here is another parameter. Next parameter is added, which will be redirected to the checkout page now. So if customer is logged in, we have to go to our login view to manage redirection correctly. Where is our login view? Here is our login view, and we have to edit this. Okay, so to override the success URL, we have to write get success URL method here. This takes self as an argument, and if next in self.request.get, we will check it, and next, then we'll get next as self.request.get next. Okay, you can print it, or you can redirect to the next page. Okay, redirect to the next URL. I want to rename it because it seems to be a keyword. Next URL, and else return self.success URL. Okay, if next is found in our URL pattern, it will redirect it to that next URL, and if it is not found, then we will be redirected to our success URL, that is our home page. Okay, so let's try it. Let's go to login. If we want to login, then we need a customer here, customer 1. I want to log in, and I am not redirected because I have not refreshed it. So let's go to our add our item in the cart. Let's check out, there is a next, and if I use customer 1 here, so let's log in, and now puts from byte, what happened? Okay, let's check what happened. Let's first print the next URL here. Next URL here, what happened? Customer 1. Okay, so let's print our result here, and post request, this is our return. We don't have to redirect. Okay, this is get success URL method, and we just have to provide the URL patterns, which is automatically redirected. Okay, so let's do it again, confirm. Let's refresh it again, and let's use customer 1, then log in as a customer, we can see that we are redirected to our checkout page. Okay, and another thing that I want to modify here is if I go to the if I go to the login page, user can also go to this page. Okay, so here I want to append if request dot get dot next. Here I want to add next equals to slash if requested get that. If I do something like this, next, what happened? Let's start from initial condition. If request dot get dot next, okay, request dot get dot next, this is the condition, and what we want to do in this condition is next equals to, I want to hit what here, next equals to request dot get dot next. Okay, and if here, so that means whenever we manually go to our register page, we will not see this. Whenever we want to go to login page, and whenever we want to go registration, go to registration, go to this registration page from the login page, we will go to our register page, but no next URL is found here. But if I add items into the cart and go to view cart, and let's check it out, and whenever we go registration page from that login page, we'll see this next here. Okay, so this is the thing that I want to do, and I want to copy this thing from a customer login to customer registration also. Okay, so let's add this method here, and this will do the same task. Here I want to remove this print statement from both of the method, and the thing you want to know is this dispatch method will check whether the user is logged in or not, or whether the user is customer or not. Okay, so and another thing that I want to do is I want to go to my checkout page, and you can do wherever you like. You can make mixins or something, and let's make mixin here. Okay, so this work will be very efficient in the mixin, and class what mixins, Ecommerce. Okay, and mixin takes object as an argument, and we have to write method here. I want to write def get context data here, and in get context data I want to write self and quarks, and context equals to super. You don't have to write get context data. Okay, you can write just dispatch method here also, like dispatch method, but whenever we inherit this method in any of the view, this dispatch method have to be executed. Okay, self request args quarks, and here we want to return super dot dispatch request args and quarks. And what I want to write here is if user is logged in here, I want to relate it with our cart. Okay, so first of all let's check if our cart exists or not. Let's use simple logic first. Cart id equals to request dot session dot get. I think cart id is our session variable to store our cart id, and if cart id exists, cart underscore obj equals to cart dot objects dot get id equals to cart id. Okay, and if cart id exists, in our session. If we get cart object, then we want to check another condition here. If request.user.is authenticated and request.user.customer, we want to check this condition, then we will assign this cart object dot what is there. You can see that in your cart object there is a customer field. Okay, so I am to relate customer here equals to request.user.customer. okay, I want to relate it with this, and I want to save cart object dot save. Okay, so what this will do is this will assign a customer to a cart object. Okay, so let's check it in our incognito window by opening our admin site here, and admin is our username and password for our admin site. Let's go to our cart model, and there are lots of cart. I want to delete them all. Let's delete them all. Let's start with very beginning. This is all carts are deleted now. You can see that you can go to order, and there are no orders, and there are no carts. And I want to go to my this page, and if I go to it to cart, there is a exception error that is saying cart matching query does not exist, and I want to clear the cookies here. Let's go to our application, and let's go to clear our cookies. Okay, session ID is stored in the cookie, and we are clearing it, and now this will not give error. Let's go to add this item into the cart, and if I go to cart, you can see that in our admin panel there is a new cart. You can see cart 12, and there is no customer assigned yet. And if you go to your login in this panel, customer one, login as a customer. After login as a customer, you after login customer, no customer is assigned, but I want to assign a customer if customer logs in or not. Okay, so if customer is logged in, then I want to assign the card to that customer, and I have already coded that thing in here, and so I want to inherit this class in every our view. Okay, in every our view that responds our template. Okay, so all product view, I want to add it in our product detail view. Also I want to add it into our add to cart view. I want to add in our manage cart view. Okay, I want to add them to empty cart view, wherever we want. Okay, so my cart view, I want to add it in our checkout view, and I want to add, we don't have to add in customer registration view, because here we can confirm that customer is not logged in yet. In customer logout view we don't have to do here, customer login view we don't have to do here, and in about view we can do here, we can also do, and let's save it. You can see that still there is no customer assigned here. So if I go to this page, and if I go to refresh the home page, you can see, now check in your admin panel that the customer is assigned. And so whenever now we can find that which logged in customer added the items into the cart, and the order is placed. Okay, so now let's check our full functionality here. Let's log in, let's log out, and let's start a new item in the cart. Let's add this watch into the cart, and I want to add another item into the cart, so let's add this item into the cart. Then let's go to our cart, let's check out, let's register a different account. Let's register with a different account. My account, I want to add new customer, customer@gmail.com, new customer, new road, Kathmandu, Nepal. Okay, so let's register a customer here, and after registering the customer, you can see that let's go to our admin panel and let's go to our cart. You can see that new cart is created and a new customer is assigned to that cart. Okay, the username of the new customer is new customer, and if you go here and customer credential is here, you can see that new customer is the username, new customer @gmail.com is the email address of that user. And let's go to checkout, and we new customer, shipping address is new road, Kathmandu, Nepal, mobile number 989898, and email is new customer @gmail.com. let's place an order. Okay, so here let's go to our admin panel and let's go to order, and order is created. Order is related to cart 13, and cart 13 is related to the new customer, and new customer is who is new customer. New customer is the new customer user, and the user information is here, and we have informations like mobile number, address, etc., and we can contact them to deliver the order. First of all, order status is order received. Okay, so now our e-commerce part of the section is current section is completed, and now user can log in and check out to our website. So thanks for watching. If you have any confusion, please tell me in the comment. I'll be happy to answer you. So thanks.